Today we will be testing the JDB 65 watt notebook laptop portable power adapter that also has two USB ports. However, these are not, well, at least one of them is not a normal USB port. This product is called the multi-device power. It's black, and well, as long as we're at it, here are some of the tech specs. Total output is 65 watts. It's switching power supply, so 100 volts to 240, 50 to 60 hertz, 1.2 amp. Output is 19 volts at 3.42 amps. Now it has what's called a quick charge port for the USB. Some devices are able to, well, quote unquote, supercharge, like a Tesla car almost. Specifically certain phones, and they use something called a quick charge 2.0 port, and it's capable of outputting a little bit higher amperage and voltage, such as 12 volts at 1.5 amp, 9 volts at 2 amp, and 5 volts at 2 amp. And then just a good old normal USB port, which is 5 volts at 2.1 amps. Now, if you remember, if you've seen my videos in the past, let's zoom out here. I finally cleaned off my office work table. I got my desk behind me, and this is my experimentation and work table. Not to get confused with all my work tables in the garage, but this is not garage material here. Anyways, I've tested other products by JDB. Excuse me, JDB in the past, specifically a iPhone charging cable, which I still use every day in my car. And the difference with that one was, well, it was a very high quality cable for an aftermarket, and actually it's lasting and has lasted longer than any of the Apple OEM charge cables that I have. But the nice thing about it is it's got micro USB and the Apple Lightning connector. You just pull the little cap off, which stays attached via a silicone little cord, and you can, one cable to do everything. And then I also had the lithium power jump starter, which was absolutely awesome. I did a review on that. Well, they wanted me to test this out and give my opinion. Now, let's do a little unboxing here. I did open it already. I wanted to check it out a little bit, but it comes firstly in a plastic bag, and they even have a hologram sticker. Come on, focus. They have a hologram sticker that was sealing the bag. And we got the device here. Let's get a little more light. There's your quick charge 2.0. Excuse me, just getting over bronchitis. Quick charge 2.0 port, and your standard USB port, and then your laptop out. On the back side, universal power input. So let's set this over there for now. Here's the power cord, unwrap that. It's fairly common style. You even might have some of these with your original laptop power cord. It's just one of those shaped rounded end plugs on one end. For the US, it is a US style plug. Simple as that. Might as well get this plugged in right away. Now, let's see what else they have here. I'll come back to the cables in just a second. Just some documentation, no real instructions, but they have a thank you card and a tech support email, which I can assure you does work since I converse with them. Not support, I haven't needed support, and they also have it in Japanese. And I guess just kind of a comment and suggestion card. Also has their phone number and hours. Although they don't say what time zone, I would probably say that would be, time zone would probably be Shenzhen time. And this is, I guess, also a return card, which asks, why you're returning, so on and so forth. Just wanted to cover that. So let's put this over here for now. And over here, they have all the different adapter plugs available to fit all different kinds of laptops. Now, for the laptop cords, you stick one end in there. And let's see, is this universal? Yep. The patch cord is universal, so you can put it in either way. And then you select the style plug that fits your laptop. We'll be coming back to that in just a second. But you just kind of pull it off, put it on there, and plug it in your computer. I'll be, well, since I'll have to use my old laptop, since my newer laptop, well, with all the video editing I do nowadays, laptop just doesn't quite do it for me. I need the convenience of a full-size desktop, but I can still use a laptop for doing most of my stuff. However, this one actually charges via USB, micro-USB, and that battery's full at the moment, and it's so energy efficient despite me leaving it on. Playing a video for 4 hours, it only went down about 8%, not quite enough to test anything out for the USB portion, but I have my old Handycam, and I took the battery for my 4K cam, which is much bigger and practically dead, and we'll be using this to test charging speed. And I also have a charge doctor, and this can measure 3.5 volts to 7 volts and 0 to 3 amp. So that'll tell us if we're able to pull. Now this camera should be able to pull 2 amps from that USB port to charge the battery. So why don't we start with that. Now, like I said, at least I think I said, I don't have any quick charge capable devices, and there's also not too many out there. I called around to some friends. Those quick charge capable devices are they're all Android phones for the most part. And none of the people I knew with Android phones had a quick charge capable phone and even knew what they were. But it's coming soon. Maybe Apple will eventually allow us to supercharge our Apple phones, considering that the iPad only charges at 1 amp. That is painfully slow. And how did Siri start on my phone? I didn't even push any buttons. So let's plug her in. And it is plugged in, and oh, there we go. Oh, there's a light on the side. Missed that. And it says JDB, and it's got their JDB little X, and the ports also get a little bit of a glow. Let's just check some voltages. It's putting out 5.08 on the standard USB, 5.06 on the quick charge. Now, basically with the quick charge, it's kind of like a Tesla car, where the different adapters on the charge cable tell the car how fast it can charge. Well, it's similar, only in this case, the phone or the device tells the quick charge port what voltage and amperage, what voltage it can charge at, whether it be 5, 9, or 12 volts. And then the quick charge port provides what the device wants. Since all I have are standard USB charging devices, that will not work in this case. And I should have checked how much power was in this battery on my camera. And, oh good, I got 32 minutes of power left on this battery. This is my tiny battery. So let's start with the standard USB. Charging starting. Oh, voltage went up slightly. And we're at... Now this one does charge a little slower than my 4K camera, but we're at 1.37 amps approximately. Which isn't bad. I mean, that's pretty darn good. Let's just try the other port. About the same. It's probably about what the limit on this camera is going to be, roughly. Let's see. Let's see if we can double up some things. What do I have? Yeah. I got the multi-cable, one of the multi-cable that came with my JDB jump starter. And it's got the older iPad or iPhone style. It was just a 30-pin or 32-pin plug. It's got micro and then lightning. So this port's supposed to provide 2.1 amps. So let's try. Let's plug in a little USB portable battery pack, and that's drawing about 3.6. Let's plug in iPhone. We just hit 1.1. What else do I got? Of course, me being a stickler for all my devices to be charged. Even the kids beat the heck. iPad that's gone through now 11 screens is fully charged. Why don't we? Let's see if I start playing some video. Put the volume down. Mute. Up to 1.6. Oh, 1.98. And the voltage actually went up, so the JDB charger actually can actually sense and increase the voltage slightly, which is good. That means faster charging. Volts times amps equals watts. So if the voltage goes up or maintains the same, instead of having some voltage drop under load, ooh, cradle to grave. Well, we just hit that. Get some more juice flowing through this iPad. So higher amperage plus, or higher voltage plus the amperage helps get more power into your phone or device quicker. Make sure the volume, come on. I thought I muted it. There we go. Still hovering around. Wow. Can only do so much here. Alright, let's switch it over to the quick charge port. What was the spec on that one? Quick charge. That one's also supposed to be only 2 amp at 5 volt. We can't go up to the 12 volt because I don't have a capable device. But we're hitting, I'd say, well, we're hitting the 2 amp pretty good there, so I'd say that's pretty satisfactory. While we're at it, let's plug in camera to the bottom port, see how it handles that. Not bad. It's pretty stable. Obviously, the devices have varying power demands. iPad's at 100%. So what the iPad's drawing is just enough to keep it in operation. It's not charging anything. This is charging, but this always charges fairly slow. Input is charging input. Looks like it's only 0.5 amps, so 500 milliamps, which is rather slow. iPhone 5S charges at up to 1 amp. So I'd say all in all we're doing pretty good, and we just hit 2. So in terms of USB charging, this sucker's going to put out a lot of power for you. So let's get rid of all this stuff here. Charge that later. Now, laptop. Let me grab a laptop. My old ancient one, and I pretty much just use this for all my shipping labels because I leave it on my desk. I also sell motorcycle parts online. This thing is 10 years old and it is bulletproof. The hard drive, after 10 years of hard use, finally started clicking. Didn't even fail, just started clicking. So rather than, put up with data loss and so on and so forth, I just replaced the hard drive with my old 32 gig camcorder SD XC card. And let's see what is input on this one. If I remember correctly, 19 volts at 3.16 amp. Perfect. Now there is the charging plug. Let's find the one that fits. Nope. That one, white tip works. Green does not. Black does not. Let me just compare the white tip with my regular charging adapter. Looks pretty much the same. Now the battery on this laptop only holds, and it's a 10-year-old laptop battery too. Shows you how well I take care of my stuff. Only holds about 6 minutes worth of power. And hopefully I don't fry the motherboard. I did fry the motherboard once on this. I was able to pick one up from eBay for $5. Pop that in, and we were good to go. Yep. Nope. I might as well start it up. That's the wrong plug. Maybe not. Nope, that was the right plug. Let's see. I did have the little green light flash for a second there. Are you taking a long time to load today? There's pretty much nothing on here, just Google Chrome now, and the drivers for my thermal printer. Hence why a 32 gig SD XC memory card was more than enough. Oh, it is working. There we go. Got the icon for come on. The icon for battery charging. 100% total battery power remaining. Let's unplug her. And Instant drop to 97. Well, I think one of the cells are failing in that battery pack. But as you can see, it worked. Not too bad. Seems like a nice product. Overall, the quality of the plugs is great, or are great. My English is bad today. They're all fairly solid. I've had universal chargers in the past, and the little tips were always wiggling and falling apart and garbage. These are very nice. In fact, this one's weird. I've never actually seen that style plug, but considering it has a M on it, I'd probably say that's a Macintosh plug. Put that in there. Well, I would say, and this thing is, I mean, it's not heavy, but it's solid, no rattles, and it's a good weight. It's not feather light as some of them. The charger for this laptop is actually probably weighs about half of what this does, but it's still in a good size for portability and travel. So I would say this is a pretty solid product. I wish I was able to try the quick charge and see exactly how quick charge actually quickly charged a phone. I think I saw an advertisement for a phone that said it could do a quick charge in about 80% charge in about 30 minutes. So ironically, that came out after, once again, the Tesla cars. But since I don't move this laptop around too much, I actually have what I call a charging shelf. And that is a shelf in my office here, which is actually a bookcase, but I just use it for other miscellaneous things. And on that shelf, I have all my different chargers, plugs, everything. So every device I own is charged on a single shelf, and I don't lose any chargers. And one thing I'm always needing is high-speed USB charging, especially for my cameras, since my cameras have these nice built-in USB plugs. They charge quicker on that than they did with the AC power adapters. So this will be installed and going on my charging shelf, at least for now. And I suppose if I do any traveling, when I travel, I do have to bring this laptop with me to print out shipping labels. So I suppose cut down on things to carry. I can bring this, and I can charge the iPad, iPhone, laptop, and my new laptop all at the same time. For the purchase link for this this device, just go down to the description section of this video, and don't forget like and subscribe. The link will be down there in the description section for the product. Take you right to the Amazon order page. And don't forget like, subscribe, and if you have not yet, please subscribe to my Facebook page as well.
Smile, cheese.